Has it come up? Look at Miss.
Yep. Just having a look now.
Oh, I thought he says it's up.
Oh, no, it's not. That was the last one.
Right, this is not going to work again. Let me go into the Google. So I can't use the Google and use Discord. It just won't work. Right.
No, it hasn't come up yet. That was the one about half an hour ago.
No, it's not that one I want. It'll say live. I'll just check it because it's supposed to be working here. But the bandwidth is very low.
Yes, you're up.
Oh, I'm up now. Let me check.
Yes, you're up. I can see it.
What can you see?
At the moment, you've got OBS,
Right, okay.
YouTube.
The game's up, yeah, the game's up. Let's put that into Windows mode. Windows mode. What can you see now?
Again, you're in the habitat.
Right, okay. Habitat. Full screen. Right, I should be in the center. Hello?
Hello?
I should be on screen in the center now.
Yep.
Okay. Sound okay?
Yep.
I don't like this. I'm throwing at 140 watts plus. Everything still dead center?
Yep. And you're walking perfect now.
Got to tell yours what floor I'm on. I'm on floor 10, Yoza.
Oh, I just came down to floor 5 from 10.
Typical.
I'll meet you down in the lobby.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there'll be new gears in me game now. And it's 5 weapons in total that you get with that pack. They never include pistols around.
Well, in the list there's no pistols.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Just when I went there, it was easy to see.
I'm trying to turn the eye tracking off. that's better.
The colours are great.
Yeah, I'm actually running over what I'm supposed to be running. I'm running the same settings as I had yesterday, which is supposed to be. I was trying to turn it down because I didn't need it.
Oh,
Because
it
at
looks amazing.
the moment I'm throwing out 145 watts on my CPU, and the CPU can only do 130, 140. So it's not a good sign. Quality is good, but like I said, there's nothing there for extras, spikes. I'm up for 170 gigabytes of RAM. Both graphics cards are running at 90 odd %. But the cooling's average at 50. At an MS at what? 30, 40 over 25. So it's pretty high. Taking into account, I've got Discord running in the background, I've got YouTube running in the background.
Capsule now approaching station.
I've got Yosa
Stand
running
clear
in
of
the
disembarking
foreground,
passengers.
you in the background.
The capsule.
Oh, the chairs work.
Careful, doors are now.
Yeah, we did.
No,
Oh.
last time he got stuck, didn't he?
No, I think it was the Lesky ones, I mean the Lawville ones.
But the
No.
one a few days ago that happened to me was I sat in the chair right at the front window and I went, the camera went haywire and went to blackness and I was dead. That was just from using the camera from sitting there. So I'll never sit near that front seat again.
Well, do what I do, I sit in the back seat.
That's because you're a backseat driver.
That's what she said.
So you have to use the prompt now to get out. I used to be able to use Y or any key to get up. You have to hold F and use get up now.
Careful, doors are now closing.
Convenience, a selection of beverages and tasty snacks are available.
I must admit the animation's very smooth. We are doing
is.
I'm doing 60 frames per. I'm doing 60 frames over 15 ms, lower than 15. That's OBR. That's VR quality. Low end. The only thing I'm not happy about is throwing 140 watts on the processor.
Electricity board is going to love you.
It's not that. I need to go back and read because this seems like it can handle more than what it says. Look, we are two serious guys there. We're on a mission. We are on a mission.
So all the ships are available today to rent
I look like I want to go to the toilet. I'll have to change my clothes. Having a bad experience with my house this week. Floods all over the place. Look at this one hold up.
I never owned up to anything because it would make guilt.
That's still the same as yesterday. I wonder if it's the floor up above us then.
Right, today at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Day 10, we are
1 minute,
on...
one sec. There's so much noise. Give me a sec. They can't hear you coming. Bear with me 1 sec. Right, try that now.
Right, Intergalactic Aerospace Day 10.
1 more second. A bit more turn down. Right, give that gander.
Right, today it's day 10 at the Intergalactic Aerospace. We have the Best in Show 2952. The top 4 for this year's ship showdown are the Anvil Carrack Standard and Expedition, the Anvil Pisces C8 and C8X, Crusader Mercury Star Runner, and the RSI Scorpius. All owners of these ships get a free IA exclusive paint as an exclusive in-game challenge coin. The Anvil Carrack, the ultimate winner, inspired the design for the 2 in-game Anvil Carrack models. All skins and items will begin distribution starting today, end of the event for those who pledge Best in Show 2952. And the available ships, every ship in Star Citizen is currently free to fly. Head to the lower level of the Apex Hall at the Tobin Expo Centre and use Traveller Rentals terminal to rent any available ships.
So as you have it there, guys, the commission just give you an idea what it's all about today. The host is now going to take over and give us a tour of what's going on and fill us in with the big details.
Well, this is yesterday's haul, so unless it's in the other hall up above us.
Are you taking from here, Yoto? I'm right behind you. We'll play it by ear.
Well, normally, like they've got to display all those weapons and suits. It'll be down the stairs, so we'll have a look there.
I would run about all these ships, just give a quick name on them, you know what I mean?
Where's the thing to be? Oh, guy standing on it. This is the Constellation, RSI Constellation Andromeda. It's a medium freight / gunship. Oh, this guy. The Constellation Andromeda, a multi-person freighter, is the most popular ship in RSI's current production array. Constellations are beloved by smugglers, merchants alike because they are modular, high-powered, and just downright iconic looking. I think they're a bit dated. Most people in the forum say that she's a bit dated now, this model.
Yeah. But it's a breakthrough to give us an idea on what new ships will be like. As you can see, we are coming into a new era, but these ships were what inspired it all in the first place. But like you said, they are getting old now. You know what I mean? Where did yours go?
That's why I'm looking for you, myself.
I'm back at where you. So there you are. I'm right behind you.
Oh, there you, yeah. Just go to the next one.
But the first thing Yosa's showed us, that was a compact version of the constellation.
Well, here we are at the RSI constellation Aquila. Its focus is expedition. Explore any distant horizons. The constellation Aquila features a redesigned cockpit for maximum visibility, advanced sensors, and onboard Ursa rover for planetary exploration. Let's see what's out there.
Well, this ship is for exploration, so if you want to do a bit of everything, including combat, going long distances, is this a tequila? This one, tequila.
Yeah, Aquila, yeah.
Yeah, this will do that. Where the one that Yosa just showed us just now, that was the more combat variant. But they are in the early days when we came in, was able to, well, was under belief, certain components like exploration could be swapped out for guns. And as you know, we've got the next one coming out, the Taurus, that's got the tractor beam on the bottom. Those were supposed to be modular, but I don't want to jump the gun on the next two ships. But we'll just give you a quick explanation of what these ships are, so you also just read them out and how you can use them. So this ship is the Aquila. That's exploration. That means you can touch into every aspect as a novice and learn as you go along. The other one, if you're into combat, that's what it's for. Although they are both transporters. What I mean by transporters, they have a cargo deck, okay, that can take whatever it can do. There is two more Yosa's going to show us, or is it one? And that's
Two more, yeah. And that's the next one now. This is the RSI constellation Phoenix, and it is focused on touring, a dedicated luxury spacecraft for the discerning star captain. The constellation Phoenix can be operated as an organization command ship and features a luxurious redesigned interior. Includes a hidden sensor dampened area for your most precious cargo. The Phoenix comes with a Lynx rover and a Kruger P-72 Archimedes fighter.
Well, this ship does the above like the other two ships, but this has got one more added feature: luxury. Luxury can be defined in so many different ways, okay? But the way I'm going to define this one, when you sit in this ship, although it looks good, it's as quiet as a limo and as smooth as a limo. If you've flown any of the Origin ship, the first thing you'll notice is the sound quality. So I would actually base this on luxury. Yes, there are more other things like carrying people, but it's a comfortable life, whatever. That's the way I see this. So as you can see, it touches all three, the other two ships over there, which we just described. Combat, luxury, touring, etc.
So what did they mean by it includes a hidden sensor dampened area? Is that like the MSR?
Yes, shielded cargo. But to what I heard, which I've not actually done any research on it, it's supposed to block out cargo, but not as strong as the main purpose ship. So it all depends on how strong your radar is. And if you walk into the ship, it might have something to do with the armor, because there is no way around there that shows it's got its special canopy to show this shielded cargo. So it might be in the body of the structure of the work. Oh, and also this ship is supposed to also have point of defense. That means it's got an extra turret. Somewhere, it's not there yet. It will be there sooner or later. But I'm going back on what I read on these ships 5 years ago. I know a lot of you newcomers say, well, things will change, yeah. But at the end of the day, The guys that have been here for a long time, they pay for these ships to do a specific task. Now, if it doesn't have that, it causes a bit of drama. The new guys don't understand this. But if they don't like it, they go. But us guys, we're here to stay. So we have to try and remind these people what this game's about. This game is about simulation on real life. Yes, it can do everything, but it's not a quick fix, get rich quick. It's a role-playing storyline game. And us guys who have been here a long time is trying to push that back to how it used to be, or it's just going to turn silly. And the developers are having problems now because they're trying to please everybody, and I don't want to put this the wrong way, they're messing things up, but not in that tension. It's like they're trying to basically please everybody. Back to you, Yosa.
Right, one more in the series just over here. Oh, Thursday. This is the RSI constellation Taurus. Its focus is medium freight. Enjoy the adventure of a multi-crew constellation on a budget. The constellation Taurus is a dedicated freighter, fully configurable but without all the bells and whistles. The Taurus is a great way to get started with crewed ships.
Right.
So what is the SCU? What, 120 or something, is it?
180 on this one, 190.
Oh, right.
Now this ship is actually a pure transporter. You might not think this ship hasn't got much, but it's got a heck of a lot. Basically, like I said, in its own right, it's modular. But modular, what I mean by that is, in the early days, you could take bits of those other constellations and put them vice versa. But this has one thing extra. This has a tractor beam, okay? The tractor beam is here, where the guns would be on the other ships, and that tractor beam will take things from the other ships or wherever and put them into this massive cargo bay. They say it can't hold a Merlin, but look at the size of it. It's massive for this type of ship, and this ship also has shielded cargo in the back part of the, what they call it. Anybody who bought this ship in the early days was on a winner. It's still a very good ship. So every ship has its purpose. It's how you want it, what you want it to be. Me, I wouldn't have this ship. I wouldn't have that ship. I would choose the Aquila because I'm more into exploration, and as I said before, it touches everything. But then again, you have the white ship, the Pisces I think it's called, that touches luxury where the other three ships don't. So every ship has got something unique. I think yours has got walkabouts.
No, I'm still here. I'm just changing into one of the new uniforms.
Oh. Go on the Phoenix. That's got our nice changing room. Oh, by the way, the Phoenix also can carry 4 extra passengers. Where is he hiding?
I'm standing right beside where's the sign gone? What I was reading about the last ship.
The Taurus.
Who's the thing hide and seek?
Where's it gone? Oh, I'm standing in front of it.
Oh, it's you. You've changed.
That's what I just said to you I was doing, yeah.
But it's not Dark Vader. I wouldn't want to mess with you. Ugh. You got a breathing pipe stuck up your nose, mouth.
Yeah, I've got the other versions of this. It's just that the only thing about this stuff is just that it's red.
Right.
Right, we've done the constellations. You want to do the other two smaller
Yeah.
ones?
Before we go any further, I just want to touch on subscriber flares. Right. One thing you don't know, you guys, subscriber flares are very nice and they're very unique. Okay. Yes, to get some of these things, you have to be a subscriber. But just look at Yoza in the last 2 or 3 days. Okay. And to my peasant uniform, they really stand out. But the problem is at the moment, the reason why us concierge don't use them, because we are content creators and streamers, and if we lose them because of a glitch, we can't do them again. So you'll notice a lot of players now are not using their subscriber flares. CIG will fix this as soon as they can. There are ways around it, but like at the end of the day, I didn't have a value in subscriber flares, since I've been playing the game. I think have no value because of the glitches. But looking at it now and seeing the way Yoza's dressed, like I said, it makes me want to have these things, have these subscriber flares, especially when it comes to uniform, just to look different.
No, can I just clarify something? This what I'm wearing today at the moment is not subscriber. This is available to everybody to buy.
Oh.
This is not the flare.
Well, do you want to give them an example, or do you want to move on?
Like each day the different manufacturers been on.
Yeah.
And some of those days they've offered you paints for certain ships.
Yeah.
Well, today is like this. They're offering suits and weapons.
Yeah. Well, give you an idea. Yoza had a white uniform yesterday. It is unique to the verse, which I've not seen before, and I was just amazed. Do you want to put it on quickly, or is it too much messing about, Yoza? Just to give them an idea.
Yeah, sure, hang on.
So describe the flares. They do stand out. Oh, I remember this one with the breathing tube. Right click to dismiss.
What Yoza is on about is the weapons and armor kits, which is available today. I don't know for how long. You got the RRS Morozov S8 Red Alert Armor and LMG kit, CDS ADP Mark IV Red Alert Armor and Shotgun kit, Grey Cat Arrow Red Alert Armor and Assault Rifle kit, Quirinus Tech Artimex Red Alert Armor and Sniper Rifle kit, and the list goes on. You get so many, you get weapons, you get armors, backpacks, you name it, you've got it. And they're available on the RSI website.
Right, I've changed.
Okay. Now, if you look at both our what they call, you'll see the subscriber flares or the clothes. I know yours, Little Miss was reading somewhat they've got on offer. Just look at the details in his subscriber stuff to what I'm wearing. They've got that extra detail. Now, I'm not saying you must go out and buy it. I'm not saying it's worth it. But if you're into unique stuff like this, you should look into them. You know what I mean? And that's what I've noticed in the last couple of days, where my stuff are just things you just get off the shop store. You know what I mean? So if you want to look into these subscriber stuff, it's there. But there is one problem, which I know is a bit sad. If something goes wrong, you can't wear them because you lose them until you do a restart. And me, I don't do server restarts. So we are looking at ways to sort this problem. I have got a few ideas, but nobody's asked me on how I would solve this problem based on other games, so we can protect our subscriber players, so we can keep the subscriber stuff going. Anything you gonna say that, Yoza, Little Miss?
No, I like the subscriber flares because they are unique, and you get so many different other ones, like the one Yos is wearing now. It reminds me of an old Elvis outfit, and it does actually look quite amazing.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, I'm not going to sing for you.
Oh boy.
I want to subscribe a golden microphone. Ha. Right, let's go back to the serious stuff. Back under the Phoenix to the next ship, which is called. Come on, little miss. You can see it. What is it called?
Does it begin with M or is it this one? Begin with S?
It begins with an S. And it is called the RSI Scorpius. It's a heavy fighter with an adaptable bi-wing configuration and revolutionary rail-mounted remote turret. The Scorpius offers unprecedented fire coverage, allowing for both defensive and assault-minded applications. I have one of these. Don't know why, but it's just because I like nice looking ships, unusual ones.
It would have been nice if we could have got my eye tracking working. It works when not on stream, but when I come off stream, it goes AWOL.
Sure.
Well, this ship, as you know, it's a combat ship. I'm not into combat, but it can fit in the 890 jump, and any ships at that size. The firepower on this is remarkable. I'm trying to compare it to the F8 Lightning.
And for all its remarkableness, they still insist on the likes of Gladius light fighters being able to kick its ass. It's a joke. Anyway, the next one is over here.
I actually like the Scorpius because I like the actual turret at the top, the way it moves, where
On
you
the
can
rails,
get 360 degree combat area. I love it.
And when you come back to us, little miss, I'll let you have a go at my one.
Do you want to clarify, Yosa? Because she sometimes misinterprets things.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that I own one of these Scorpius, and little miss can join me, and I'll pilot, and she can go into the turret as the co-pilot.
Can I show her how things work?
It depends how handsy you get.
Well, you have to fly the ship there. You'll be pretty busy. It's a lot of work flying a ship, you know.
This one here now, I have this also. This is the RSI Mantis. It's focused on interdiction. Stop ships dead in their tracks with RSI's premier quantum enforcement ship. The Mantis features all tailor-made quantum enforcement device from WeTech, capable of ripping ships out of quantum trouble with its quantum snare and preventing hasty escapes with its quantum dampener. Yeah, I only briefly tried it on one ship in the yellow belt.
Well, Yosa is into small ships and medium ships, where I'm into medium ships and mainly combat multi-role vessels. So between the two of us, we've got everything that is needed, basically. He's got the small end, I've got the big end. Ships.
Right. That's them in the centre floor.
That's all of them there.
I want to run down quickly and just check, see if it's changed. Otherwise, there's no point in coming down here. As soon as I get to the bottom step, I'll be able to see if there's any armour there. No, it hasn't changed. So, what
Let's have a quick look, because this my PC seems to be running okay. I could get a couple of these things, because the last couple of days, you know, my things have not been working. I don't know what the quality's like.
The
Oh.
quality is excellent.
Well, is it better than yesterday's or the same as?
The same as yesterday, but there's no stutter. The colours are brilliant. The animation, everything is absolutely perfect.
Well, I'm showing 60 frames over 15 milliseconds. That's HR VR quality. Minimum specs. CIG is actually been doing a lot of work in the background to do with the graphics with the Gen 12 renderer, and I'm sure they haven't said, but I've got a funny feeling they've started on the Vulkan already, because the performance I've been getting in the last couple of days is just unbelievable. But I've had to re-render all my graphics so it can compensate. But it seems like when I turn things down, I struggle a tiny bit. When I turn things up, it's running like this. Yeah, go on, sorry, Yosa.
The RSI Perseus is a gunship. When RSI set out to make the definitive modern statement in persuasive prevention, they looked into their own past to the historic gunships designated Perseus, capable of shredding sub-capital class Goliaths. The mere presence of a Perseus gunship in a blockade or patrol squad is enough to make your most aggressive enemies think twice before engaging, just like its vintage namesake.
Well, I can't give much comment on this ship because it would be negative, and it's not about negativity. What it's about is because most of my roleplay is, as you can see, exploration, and combat is not one of my strong suits. Everybody's got to take. It's not saying that ship's rubbish. It's just that. But yes, put this: if you stick me in the hammerhead, I'd run out of things to do. If you know what I mean. Because I don't see combat in the same as exploration. As you can see, I touch everything.
Right. This is the surprise of the week, the RSI Galaxy. Its focus, it says, modular, featuring a fully modular design and an onboard hangar capable of deploying small ships. The cutting-edge Galaxy has versatility built into its DNA, with a highly configurable main cabin that can be outfitted with comprehensive facilities to support cargo, medical, and or refining operations.
I would not even try to attempt to describe this ship, because a lot of you would disagree and a lot of you would want this, but one thing I must say, this ship is modular. Alright, modular. Which is the best module to buy and why? What you've got access to disposal and how you're going to use it. People are complaining it's only got one size, free shield. But I hit on something in the org a couple of days today. If you look at the Javelin has modular rooms, like modular engine rooms. Can you see how you can take modularity into a different aspect? But they've not said that. They're giving you an idea of what to use and why. So okay, look at the refinery. Okay, yeah, I want to have a refinery on there, but they're going to tell me the prospector. Okay, this sounds negative, but it's not what I mean. You have to buy the prospector to do the mining. The prospector cannot fit in the ship, so it's a drawback until they come out with another ship. It's brilliant because if you can fit a prospector in this ship then would beat the Polaris, not the Polaris, the Odyssey. Why? Because on the Odyssey it's got size 4 components. If those was to burn out or whatnot, you have to go to dry dock. This has got size 3 components. We can fix them on the fly. Okay, let's go one step further. You've got the ambulance. Sorry, the med bay. My words escape me. It's brilliant. Okay, everybody wants it because you can spawn on the ship, but you've got to look at practicality. It's got 6 beds in there. What are the chances of you having 6 people on your ship at that time to make money on it? Can you see where I'm coming from? So if it's only you, you're losing a lot of profits. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have NPCs where you can charge for how long they're on the bed, but that doesn't point out how to spawn NPCs on your ship, etc. It's got its good point, it's got its bad points. Then you've got cargo. Okay, it's got massive cargo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Could that be the best way it could be used? It's got 512 cargo plus another 160, or plus another 64 cargo. That's nearly 600 cargo compared to the Caterpillar. But the hangar bay can take cargo. That's going to be another 1,000. Remember, the cargo bay is twice the size of the. Well, it just goes on. Which is the best module to buy and why? You know what I mean? But you've got to be careful. If it was me, I would pick the cargo version. Why? Because it comes to be time over money. The other things can hold you back. Like I said, mining can hold you back. You need a prospector. The medical thing, you need people. Not saying it's not going to be in there, but when you're doing cargo, you're on a win-win. But me, when the modular bay comes out for an engine room, just like the Javelin, I'm going to stick that in there. Guess what? I'm going to upgrade the shields in the power plant. I got my little own powerhouse. I had to try and cut that short and sweet on this because I like the ship to bits. But at the end of the day, I've got other ships that can do better because I'm into capital ships. One more thing about that, I believe that ship should have some kind of a Jeffers tube like the Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah. Gives it some extra role play. The reason being because you can be on the ship for a long time, you'll get bored, and that can kill the ship. My favourite.
The RSI Polaris focused corvette. The Polaris is a nimble corvette-class capital ship that packs a powerful punch with a full armament of turrets and torpedoes, intended for use as both a naval patrol ship and to serve as the flagship of militia operations. Polaris has the capacity to perform search and rescue operations, light strike missions, and general security patrols. The Polaris includes the facilities to repair, rearm and refuel a single fighter, light bomber or support ship.
Right, this ship is my favourite ship. Okay, in its concept size, this ship was very good for stealth. Okay, yes, it's a bomber, but like I said, stealth plays a massive play. But the ship has now grown in size. Stealth is not its option anymore. I can't even dare try to speculate this ship. I have to wait until next week to see what this ship has got. You know what I mean? But it's got light armor, so it should have a very, very good shield for protection. Because obviously the ship is bigger, so it's slower. Okay, it's got big torpedoes, but like I said, when they change certain things, people buy a ship for a specific reason. And when that thing changes, it changes the whole aspects of the ship. But the problem is, we can't give this ship back. We have to melt it. So basically the money is dead. But not dead. I'm an explorer. I will find a different use for this ship. Because I'm into stealth. Because remember, I'm not into combat. So obviously, defense and strategy is one of my main role plays. So I have to see how it's going to work. If they did, you know what I mean? It's complicated. But as you can see, this ship is brilliant. but smaller ships are now taking over. Modular ships are taking over. So what is the purpose of the ship in the verse? I've got the javelin, I've got this, I've got that. As you can see, it's got to have something to keep the guys in play, because they want to live on these ships. They will be using these ships because they can't afford to buy other ships after they put all their investment in the particular ship. So don't kill this ship just yet. That's the Polaris. I see the Polaris as a brilliant training vessel for a small crew, for people just coming into the vessel. A good captain to show them the basics. I've now moved on to the Javelin. Okay, that's an exceptional training ship for storing people for when these ships become available for work. See, I use ships outside its normal means. I'm a civilian operator using military ships.
Right, the RSI Apollo Triage. Focus Medical. The legendary Apollo Triage from Roberts Space Industries is the gold standard in medevac and rapid emergency response vehicles. Updated to support regeneration technology, the Apollo has a long history providing critical aid to the Empire and beyond for well over 2 centuries.
Oh, this ship is also another brilliant ship. I was actually going to melt this ship for the Galaxy. Why? Because the Galaxy's got all what this has. I won't lose this ship because I've got ships that will give me back this ship as a loaner when the ship comes out, i.e. the Hope Hospital, the Endeavour. You know what I mean? There's so much things you can do with these ships. Because I've got all these capital ships, I don't really technically need to buy ships, because these capital ships give me the ability to have loaner ships to test them out for. Okay, let's talk about value. Sorry, I'm going back to the Galaxy again. The Galaxy is about 300 quid, alright, standalone. You can't afford a Carrack. It gives you a Carrack as a loaner. A ship twice its price until the ship comes out. Now anybody who wants a Carrack there now and can't afford it, and you can afford the Galaxy, get the Galaxy to get you the Galaxy, to get you the Carrack as a loaner. This ship, the Odyssey, I mean this ship here, the Apollo, as I said, is part as functions that the Galaxy has too, but on a smaller venture. Now the point is, which ship is better? Again, the Galaxy is better. Why? Because the Galaxy can go farther. It can transport a ship in its hangar bay like the Pisces to go through small jump hole and extend things, where this could not reach those extended long journey. So at the end of the day, as you can see, the Galaxy wins over the Apollo, because you can't put the Apollo inside the Galaxy. I arrest my case.
Right, back this way. That's the end of the what they call them? Apollo grounds.
Well, I'm actually enjoying my Red Cup Ramble for the first time in ages. He also has got me dressed like a janitor.
Well, you just got me dressed as Elvis.
Elvis, he was famous. I'm a nobody. I'm just one of them shy cameramans. Now I like doing camera things actually. Shabby, but like I said, I've always got something to do in the game. I never run out of things to do. Never. In the 5-6 years I've been playing this game.
There ain't nothing shabby about this one today.
What, my clothes? My clothes?
Well, no, I meant the stream.
Oh, right, okay. Can we just have a quick look at the auroras?
Yeah.
Just a couple, you don't need to read them all out. I just want to have my little say on them. While we're walking, I'll start the introduction. As you know, the Odyssey is the Aurora are the small entry, cheapest ship into the game. But when these ships came out, this was before my time obviously, those had modularity in mind. And what I mean is, their modularity was different small variants of the ships. You could jump into one ship and the next day jump into another ship where it wasn't cost effective. I believe that the Auroras are OPP for the ships of today. When these ships came out, they were okay. What I mean by that is, it's got 2 size 1 shields. Not many ships of that size has 2 size 1 shields. They're also very fast. You know what I mean? Yes, when the ships came out and CIG didn't know what they were doing, yes, it was okay. But to what the ships there are now, in comparison, like I said, they are OPP. I'm not trying to nerf the ship, but I do believe to bring the ships back into balance so people can have a fair pick, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And I still think the Auroras are the best ships out there today for a starter pack. They're fast, they're quick, they're not as agile, but they can do a heck of a lot of things. You've just got to find ways and look to what they can do. And when it comes to fitting in ships, you ain't gonna have a problem.
Another thing about the Auroras, when the actual game does a rewipe, a full wipe, the Aurora is good starter to actually start off getting your money together, because you can do cargo missions, you can do delivery missions, you can do all sorts of missions in these. So to get your money up in order to go on to bigger ships, so you can do more and more stuff as you go along. So they are a good starter ship.
I second that, because when I used to start the game, I would only have 5,000 credits. I wouldn't jump into any of my big ships. I would jump into that because it's cheap, cost effective. Use those money to build up. But that's how I play the game. I'm not here to get rich quick, make 1 billion credits an hour. Yes, I can. I've got the experience. But when people first come into the game, they need somewhere to start. And this is where to start. It gives you the time to learn about the ship, learn about the game, and give you an idea on what you want to buy. You don't want to do like what I did. I want what's the biggest ship I've got? I want a Javelin for £3,000, and I don't know the first thing about it. I know it's got a combat ship, but can you see where I'm coming from? Where this will teach you everything for £20 each ship. If you decided to get all of them, there's about 5 variants covering all different aspects of the game. And at the end of the day, if you don't like them, you can melt them all into and get one bigger ship. You know what I mean? Like whatever, and build up your career from there. These ships are the best ships to start off in. I can't say no more. Firepower, weapons, etc. Sorry.
So this one is, as you can tell by the missiles on the top of it, is the RSI Aurora LN, which LN is abbreviation of Legionnaire. It's light fighter with a more robust shield generator and a pair of additional weapon hardpoints. The Legionnaire is a dedicated combat fighter built to handle any obstacle the universe can throw at you. I used to have this one originally in my account as a standalone.
This is the one I've got as a loaner. Not loaner, which I bought in game. That's because I like it so much.
Am I correct in saying the LN is the one that can carry the most cargo?
Negative. This is the fighter version. But Yoda just said something just now about shield. Now I'm not too sure about that, because in the old concept, yes, the shields were different, but now the shields are more standard. So I don't think that would apply. If this ship takes 2 shields, That takes 2 shields. That takes 2 shields. So as you can see, the concept has changed over time. Nothing wrong with that. It's how you pick it out and build the ship.
This one is the Aurora MR light fighter. Perhaps you're looking for something that offers carrying capacity but has combat capabilities too. The Aurora Marquis. Oh, so that's I never even realised that. The Aurora Marquis comes with a pair of bearing quality lasers and high quality gun cooler system.
Right, the difference between this ship and that ship. This ship cannot take size 2 guns. But that one can. So as I said, it's slightly changed. It's not the shields, it's the firepower. Now it's coming back to me because I've actually got both ships, you see.
And the third one is the Aurora LX. Its focus is Pathfinder. Be proud of your roots with the brand new Aurora Deluxe, built for the discerning pilot who never forgets where he or she came from. The LX features patent leather interior to guarantee comfort for those long stretches in the deep black.
Oh, somebody go find me the toilet. Because basically, it's an exploration ship. Like I said, it touches everything. But there is one ship missing. The cargo variant that has the biggest shield, the most cargo. I don't think it's any of these, and I don't think it's on.
No, that was at the other side of the hall. There's more of them.
Oh, okay. Let's take a quick dash. So as you can see, when these ships came out, this was what CIG was looking at modularity. Each ship had a different, but obviously because the ships are so small, you couldn't put all these into one ship. So they made different variants, which was a good move in those days. But things have changed now. The ships have got bigger. But if you want to start, this is where to start. For $45, £45, whatever. And you can actually pick up these ships even in the game, but if you want to pay real money for £20, $20. That is how cheap they are. There's so many of them.
So the fourth one we've been looking at of this variation is the Aurora ES, which is another Pathfinder focus. Oh, the Aurora is the modern day descendant of the Roberts Day Industry X-7 spacecraft, which tested the very first jump engines. Utilitarian to a T. The Aurora is the perfect beginner's ship. With what it lacks in style, it makes up for in ample room for upgrade modules.
I can't comment on this because I've not done no research. I just put them all in one category. But the next one will explain something totally different. But I'll let yours read out first.
The RSI Aurora CL Focus Light Freight. Customized for mercantile and trading excursions, the Aurora Clipper is the perfect vessel for aspiring entrepreneurs and seasoned traders alike. Swapping a smaller power plant and armor capabilities for an expanded cargo capacity, the Clipper ups the ante for personal merchant craft. I never really took any notice of it. I only used to call them by their abbreviations, so I never knew what the abbreviations stood for.
This is the one I thought was the LN. This is the one that's got the 6 cargo units, the CL.
Now what the clue of the ship is, Ultrapreneur. And that is because of its cyclical cargo space it has and its cheap running cost. This will show you that road into that expedition, exploration, combat, you name it. It can't do anything great, but it'll give you an insight of what you want. And that is the beauty of the Aurora's modularity. It's not got modular bays or whatnot, but it's a basic form of modularity in its own way. You've just got to understand what modular is about. I can't say too much because people see things in a different way and they forget to respect other people's opinions and try to understand. If they don't want to see it, they won't understand it. That's not being negative. I've been in the game for a number of years to understand how to do things. Thanks for that, Yoza. I appreciate that.
Just last one in the middle of the hall. Oh, it's the mantis. I thought we'd already done that.
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't, because we're in a different room, aren't we? No, we haven't.
So
Yeah,
this
you have
is-
done the Mantis because he said that was the interdiction ship.
Yeah, they must have put it in 2 halls or something.
Oh, and we missed the Aurora. Well, anyway. That's pretty good. Is the video still up, Little Miss? Has it gone down? Hello? My mic's still on, Yoza.
Yes,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
You didn't respond, Little Miss.
sorry.
Is the video still up?
Yes. Yes, it's still going.
I can't switch.
I'm just
screens.
gonna have a quick look because everything is done here now on this floor. I just want a quick check of the other floor up above us. It shouldn't be. I don't know. They might
Well-
have changed it.
Well, you said that everything's on today, so there must be about 4 or 5 floors then, because they couldn't put everything on one floor. 2 floors, so they must have about 6 lifts.
Well, I only saw the usual 3, which includes the lobby that we start with. And this one is the bottom one, which is the apex. Then the next one above that is the. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, we'll find out in a second.
You'll also
gonna-
notice our group is called Unity. We mainly do in role play and simulation, and as you can see, we don't have silly things like beacons because we've learned how to play without beacons, just like in real life. So it's more real, and we try to act as natural. Well, we try to act as natural as can if we're not killing each other. You know what I mean? That's having a joke actually. You know what I mean? But that's how I like to play the game because it's more real. I don't like these things with these name tags labeled because at the end of the day you're here to play the game in its original form. I understand when new players come in they want to learn the game, but when they do it like this they forget the whole concept of the game, i.e. console players, working people, they haven't got that time to come and sit down for 18 hours like us. But we don't want to play at the lower levels, but there has to be a balance where we can all work together. We've got the experience. I've got experience, and if I was to see an experienced player, I would know how to act. And I don't mean by keeping him in the game. I don't mean by shooting the hell out of him. I assess his capabilities before I take him on board. Because don't forget, I'm an unarmed civilian. I don't use weapons. I don't travel with weapons. So I have to assess everything. Where most combat players, they will have guns and whatnot. But if you see me like this, you're not going to shoot straight away. You're going to look and ask questions. Where if I combat, you're going to get scared. You're going to pull your, whatever. You know what I mean? I've always liked the civilian club in Star Citizen. But yes, I will wear suits and whatnot. But at the moment, I don't need it. Even with ships, I don't have weapons on there. Don't need them. If you've flown the Caterpillar in the early days when they had these ships, it couldn't do nothing. All it could do was run. You know what I mean? And that's why I like combat ships. Not for its combat capability, but because of its strength. Now you know why I've got the Javelin. It's not because of its combat ability. I ain't gonna die so easily from up there. But finding the
I
road
reckon the problem, Pepper, too, you know, the way they're letting all the ships available now, right?
yeah.
And the way to get them is you go to the normal rental offices to get them. There's
Okay.
the new paints. These are the 4 winners.
Oh,
Not bad.
so I've got the carrot paint. I've got the Mercury paint. There was another ship that I've got,
Pisces.
and the Pisces.
Yeah, this does have all the armor and all that downstairs. Damn it. Yeah, so I've got I've got them all. But mine's an expedition. But they gave us the best in show last time, even though it was an ordinary character that won it. So I should still get that as well.
Well, this is going to be a bit silly. Okay. I am head over heel on the ambulance. Okay. But I'm just going to get the red paint one to see what it's like. I'm going to rent all these ships, so I'm glad we came back in there actually.
Yeah, I like that on the Pisces. And I've only just got 3
Oh!
new.
Is it my eyes deceiving me? Or has this got a little bit of silver tint in the bodywork?
Was in love.
That wasn't on the other one. This is, well, you see, I'm using HDR, so obviously it shows things you wouldn't normally see. Eventually I'm gonna rent this ship, I'm sorry.
Can you do that though with the rented ship?
I'm doing that
Oh
now.
yeah. If ever, no, you can only get it if you have the ships.
I've just rented it.
No, you get awarded the ships, the paint in your account if you have the ship.
Yeah, I know,
don't-
but yeah, I want it. Yeah, I get you. I see where you're coming from.
But you've got a certain date if you wanted to buy it till the end of the run, I think.
Right. So basically, right. So what you're saying here, we have got the normal Pisces, but we haven't got the paint skin.
No, all the Pisces have the paint skin. If you own them,
Right.
you get them for nothing. Yeah.
When will that be?
They'll be rolling them out by the end of today.
Yeah. So slowly people are getting them from today.
Right. Okay. Well, I haven't got the medical one of this yet, so I had to rent the ship anyway.
Yeah, it
But-
states here, the Anvil Carrack, the ultimate winner, inspired design for 2 in-game Anvil Carrack models. All the skins, all the skins and items will begin distribution starting today. Ending the event for those who pledge Best in Show 2952. So if you own the Pisces, the Carrack, the Mercury Star Runner and the Scorpius, you get all the paints.
Right, I get that. Now, the one that we saw, if my eyes are not deceiving me, this has got a silver tint in the skin. I haven't seen that on any of the ships that CIG has released. So I think we've got something decent here.
I like
Yeah. I
that.
think so.
Yeah, it's not the normal one that we saw. So it's unique in its own right. I like the colour of it. I like shiny
So do
glittering
I.
bits. Can you actually see the silver tint in this, little miss, on your
Yes.
HDR? Right, so it does show on HDR then. Not HDR, SDR, sorry.
Looks amazing.
Yeah. It looks expensive. No point in renting that shit. Yeah, why not? I'm not going to have time to
Do
fly
it.
it. I'm not going to have time to fly it. Yeah, back to you, Yoza.
Right. Yeah. There we go.
I'm just, if you're not the Mercury, I'm just going to head over there quickly. last year they gave us a blue skin, I didn't use it. But something's going to tell me I'm going to be using this and I'm going to be calling it the Red Devil.
You mean after Manchester United? Oh no.
He
What?
don't support Man United. Come on.
I had this ship already, but it's called Flash, as in Flash Gordon, quick, you name it.
Oh, I thought you meant it as in exposing yourself.
Oh, I did that.
No.
I got arrested. Sorry. Indecent exposure.
See, it's hard to make a judgment because every ship you look at around you, the lighting stage doesn't give you the true what it actually looks like in daylight.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, I'll be able to look at these tomorrow.
Right, I want to go down the hall downstairs now.
I want your clothes.
Yeah, it's called the Falstaff on the suit.
Well, if they gave it to me, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I just wonder whether I made a mistake about this being for everybody. I don't know. Because I don't know where it said anything to do with subscribers getting it. But it's getting confusing with the only once every 2 months now with the magazine.
I want that outfit too.
I think what it is, I know it sounds a bit silly, but CIG needs staff badly. I don't mean through desperado, but that's why the development of the game is slowing down. They need new staff, they need fresh blood. Us old fogies now are past it, but we can still advise them what the concept of the game is, even if they weren't born. My grandchild that isn't born yet will be playing this game in 5 years. They will be the next generation of Star Citizens. But how are they going to learn to play the game properly? They can only learn from us, the creators of this game. I don't mean because we're not developers, but we was here when the game was built. We've been here when the games started, from the Xbox days, the Atari days, all those days. You know what I mean? Chris Roberts, he should know all of that. You know what I mean? And this is how technology has moved 35 years onward. It's just unbelievable. The way I see technology today in games, I wouldn't even try to explain. People say it's not ready, but you can write your own scripts. Because I'm going from tobii, into VR, but obviously it's got to have tobii in there because I do know a bit about tobii and how they work their things. I've always liked them for the first day they came on, not the Chinese replicas, because they don't hold on. With tobii, I have noticed, I've been had them for nearly 5-6 years, their machinery is robust. Secondly, when they come out with a new model, they don't forget about the old models, so you're getting your money's worth. Now, because they're putting these into VR glasses and things like that, even if the VR goes out of date, the mechanisms in the VR headsets, because it's tobii, will still work. Now, you have to wait further down the line to see this. I've got tobii 4C. I don't think it's any better than the 5C. I want to keep mine to see how far it goes. Not like AMD, not mocking AMD, okay? It's just that I'm an Intel man, so you know where I'm going from there. You know what I mean? Reliability and consistency. It's not about the value, because at the end of the day, with AMD, I have to use them because I can't think of another company, so let's just use them. By the time Intel needs to upgrade, you've had to upgrade AMD 3 or 4 times. Oh, it's cheap, yeah. But like I said, it costs you more in the long run if you're into logistics.
So there's all the consoles to rent all the ships there now, with the back wall there.
Let's have a quick peek. Oh, everything's on loan, including the
Yeah, I did say
hammerhead.
so.
Yes, I know. But I didn't think they'd go to this degree. They've actually made it a lot easier, actually. But I'm not going to fill up my
Yeah, this looks like they've used the building blocks technology, is it, for these consoles?
yeah.
That's a lot of ships.
One more thing I will need to say to you guys. The year 25 is when you'll see. Hello, Bruce. Hey, sorry, back to work. The year 25 is when you'll see Star Citizens come to life. Not because of the development of the game, but the development of the technology in the PC world. Write that down, come back in 3 years from now, and you'll see where I'm coming from. I do a lot into future technology, which I've been doing for years.
Also, it's not free rental. You have to do the normal rental payment.
Hey, what?
Well, if you click on one of the ships, you'll see, like I've clicked on the 890, it says 2 days, current balance that I have, total transaction. Oh no, it's zero cost, yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Have you money
say.
there?
I thought there was something wrong with my eyesight, but I weren't going to say nothing because you also keep stepping on my toes and it hurts. I've got a corn on my toe. No, I haven't.
I thought I'd rather have corn on the cob, thank you much.
Oh, yum. Making me
Well-
hungry.
Hey, I still got some chicken fries there I'm still eating. I bought 6.
That's because you're greedy.
I'm not sharing.
You never share.
I share one thing. I know CIG is doing things in the background on this patch and they haven't told us. So it seems like they're using the PU to test the graphics. Because the RAM it's using is unbelievable. 160 gigs of RAM in different... Oh, she's nice. Yoza!
Oh, sorry, I got mixed up. I thought I was looking at the weapons.
I think she took a shine to you. You know
Oh,
something?
this is a chance. This is rare because these 2 weapons here are only really available when you go to those new loot sites and all that. You know, where you have to fight to get them before you can loot for them. So you can buy them now to use in the game. I think I will. Costs 8,210.
I'm sure yours is combating though. He says it's not. Because he nearly had me wanting to buy the guns. And I said to myself, what am I going to do with the guns? I ain't going to shoot. Yeah, I got a gun. I'll have that one. Where's the trigger? The trigger must be here somewhere. That must be the trigger. Oh, am I having a blonde moment? I want those glasses yours has got. I want those clothes yours has got. It's all one jumpsuit, isn't it? You said I
Yeah, it's all attached here.
That's the sort of stuff that I wear. Do you know the blue one I got, little miss? Oh no, that's a separate boilers. I call these boilers.
Oh, hang on, there's just something else you can do with this. You can put your own shirt underneath it, so I can put my own t-shirt underneath it, or even shirt. Ah, no, the what you call it's broken.
Little miss, yours is trying to show his pigeon chest.
Open your inventory. Just tell me if you're getting the spinning thing as well. Oh no, it's come in now, so it's just slow loading.
My memory's different, yours. Don't forget. My memory's different.
No, I thought we were getting the P2U problem that we're getting at the moment. We can't even do it.
I am 50 over 17. What that means, viewers, I am at 50 frames per second at 15 milliseconds. If you can get close to 15 milliseconds, that is the beauty of what the clarity of these ships and your graphics are. Is how long it takes to render one frame. Every 15 milliseconds. But it doesn't stop there. I am actually in 4K. I'm using HDR, it's irrelevant, but I'm using half res. 6 months ago, I could not play Star Citizens in 4K unless I was using SLI. Now I've got the kitchen sink in here. I'm doing a lot of research on this. I know CIG is doing it there too. HDR the whole lot, but they're keeping tight-lipped. I'm going to be cheeky. I don't want to turn up my processor to 4.5, you know. I know it can do it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, there's one weapon they don't have here in the collection, and it's the best one of the lot. When they're doing the Siege of Orison, and you get it off the NPCs, the F, what's it called? F9, I think it's called, or the V9. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
If I had a recommendation, you guys might not know what type of my role play is. My role play is civilian. I don't believe in lethal combat or killing. I do believe they should have a lot more weapons in the game that don't kill. You know, like in Star Trek, they got tricorders, you can put them onto stun. There is nothing there for us civilian operators at all.
yeah, but stone guns are going to be. We've already seen the concept stuff of them.
Yeah, I was just using their ability because I can't do anything. Even, let's give you another example. Look at the med guns, okay? Those are very good. There is roleplay for that, but CIG's turned them off. Why? Because at the end of the day, what they said, we keep using them and we keep sedating our own players. But in the real world, if there's crime, you have more security guards. After a while, they'll get their message. If they want to kill them, to loot them, there's a security guard around the corner. So these little thieves, they have got a role play, but they've got to be smart so they don't get caught. I know people don't understand this. I'm sorry, I have to use morphologists, okay? But it's not in bad nature or good nature. He's a hard worker like us, content creator, okay? Now, at the end of the day, he's worked hard to do things, but because he missed certain things, he lost out basically. And that's what this game's about. You've got to learn how to do these things. I am a fugitive at the end of the day, so that means I have to learn everything, and I've learned quite a lot. I'm also doing defense and strategy, which is not in the game. All those things there so I can survive. I don't need weapons to survive, but I do need weapons to decapitate people if I have to. But like I said, look around here. You don't need armature zones. There's no purpose. Okay? What you need. Someone just coughed on me.
These are my new.
What you need is more security guards. So if anybody does do something like in the real world, they know they're going to get caught. Permanent death is important. So I think they should put it back on and work out the kinks. We're going to complain, just like morphologists, because obviously his roleplay was messed up. But after a while, he'll get small. Let's get back to what I was saying earlier. I'm a content creator and a streamer, okay? I'm going to get griefed. So I have to learn how to play the game so I don't have these things. In the early days, I wouldn't have people on my friends list because I know they're going to mess up my roleplay. But now, I want them on. Why? Because they can't get within a million miles of me, because I'll see them on the radar. You see where I'm coming from now? Because I spend most of the time on my ships. So I welcome it now, because it's adding to my roleplay in defense and strategy. I'm just a normal content creating streamer, but I want to play the game. So if I want to play the game, I have to learn extra role. It's not going to be handed to me on a platter. So it's down to you at the end of the day, your intelligence. I can tell you how to do this. They can tell you, but at the end of the day, if you're not equipped to it, you're not going to learn it. That's what makes this game unique. It's unpredictable. Look at all these people in here. When I came in here 5 years ago, it wasn't like this. You're going to have more and more people. You're going to have conflict. You want excitement. This is the only way you're going to get it. Okay? So if you want to sit down there and nerf everything, like CIG turns everything off because you got some, I'll use this, pratter complaining You shouldn't have that. It's killing the game. Let CIG develop the game the way it's. Why is yours just shaking his head saying no? I must shut up. Yeah, right. But seriously,
No, I'm not
let's.
sitting there. I'm looking at the different armors.
I'm not. I'm taking the piss, yos. I'm taking the piss. I'm on a roll here. Okay, I'm on a roll. You know what I mean? Let CIG develop the game. Let them kink out the bugs. You find things that's going to annoy people. CIG will fix it. But don't tell CIG to nerf it. It don't work. You can't go out in the road and there's a swimming pool in there and you tell people, well, there's no pool there. You walk into it. You're gonna fall down that ditch and break your friggin' neck. Yeah, back to you, yo.
Yeah, so these 5 stands here are the 5 armors with their weapons that I've just like purchased as a, you know, all in.
Oh, so you can find him in the game.
I don't know about in game. Let's have a look. You can buy them in game, yeah. 1,000 quid.
Wow.
1,000 quid just for the undersuit. So they're normally about 300 undersuits, aren't they, average?
I see red as combat. I've always seen red as combat. Yellow for engineer, blue for science. Star Trek style.
Yeah, red is danger, combat
Same
should
thing.
be.
Yeah.
Right, that is the end of the show. As far as new project presentations. So I am going to log off. I'm friggin' starving.
I'm going to stay there for a bit. 17 milliseconds at 4K. You can't see this because I've set the PC up so you see it in 1080p. I'm actually in ultra super widescreen. I got the hiccups. I would love to fly, but I don't think this will work for me. Yes, it will work. I'd have to go in to 4K full and move this down so the eye tracking works. I'm just going to take a walk around, take a last look. If for me to get this quality, I have to downscale then upscale. Basically, in the NVIDIA, I've downscaled the graphics to 800. Okay, then when I come into the game, I've upscaled it to what I want. That cuts down on resources.
Right, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I thought you went. Sorry, Oza.
Right, catch you later, Yoza.
Yeah.
What's over here? Okay. Now it's the first time I've seen this. I've seen these on one of the apps, but actually what they're doing, they displayed every ship and every company that's in the game. That sign there stands for Banu. I can't wait for their tech to come in based on the guns that are at end. You're going to see a whole lot of new tech when the Virtueman comes in. Those are things I'll be putting on my shields. I mean, yeah, okay, on my ship. Tachyon beams, ballistic weapons, ballistic shields. Those are also a good company too. And distortion weapons. You see tachyon beams, I spent a lot of time learning about tachyon beams. They have a hidden secret. One of them is, it's the only gun that uses ballistics and laser and distortion and doesn't deplenish, but it's not that powerful. But my logic of tachyon beams, okay, they are supposed to shoot through the hull so you can dismantle certain things, like shoot through ballistic shields so they can dismantle things like guns. They can't hurt the whole ship because the ship is heavily armored. But if you can go through the shields and you're able to hit a gun, the guns have got lower hit points. Okay? That's what I like about these Banu tachyon beams. But CIG nerfed it because somebody didn't understand the concept. So we lost to size 3, but you can get them in the Arena Commander. Okay? Every weapon has a purpose. You just got to understand it. But everybody knows laser weapons are the best because it gives pretty fireworks. But is it? Laser weapons work. Laser repeaters work best with, what's it called? Distortion repeaters, basically. You know what I mean? Because they take down the shields and then the laser guns, they can get back to the hull. Now, the cannons, they work in a different way. They won't do the same thing, but it takes longer to take down the shield, so you have to multiply the guns by 2, and then when those shields are done, they'll strip the shields down like nobody's business. Then the guns, because they're cannons, they're like lightning bolts. They do heavy damage to armor, but not like the ballistics. Those are powerful, but those normal ballistics, they run out, as you already well know. But the Banu ones, they don't run out because it's energy based, but they're not that powerful, but it has a purpose. Aim it at a gun on a ship and you'll know what happens if you know how to do it. But I'm not combat, I'm about defense and strategy. I thought yours went.
He has.
Well, who's that imposter?
Don't know, but it's not him.
Yeah, I know, I'm just playing stupid. There is one more thing. Distortion weapons. I like to use them for unarmed combat, but CIG has dropped the range and I'm trying to find a purpose for it. Yes, they're powerful, you know what I mean, but they are supposed to be for bounty hunting and dismantling things, but the range on them is very short. That's because people learned how to use them with other weapons, so they become very, very powerful. They have to be the combat guys, actually. I think I'll end this video and come back on it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate the time and whatnot. But if you want to join our org, I'm sorry there isn't a link or a description there because we've been having problems with not OBS, with OBS has got some new stuff in there, and also with the YouTube it keeps resetting this stuff, so you guys might be a little bit annoyed, but you can see there's no description. Something like this happened to me a couple of years ago and it's happening again, but luckily I've detected it, but it keeps resetting this stuff.
Thank you for watching. Please
And
subscribe and put a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs down,
No, thumbs up.
thumbs down. Oh, guess what? Before I go any further, did I stop it? No. I'm just going to turn up the processor. Okay? Which I know I don't need to. I just want to experiment. I know it doesn't really matter on this because the crash I've already got all the stuff that I want. Since CIG's done work, I want to see what it's like. It's not here. Oh, this is how I got my graphics. I downscaled it in NVIDIA As you can see, it's downscaled to 800. Okay? I downscaled it to 800 depending on what type of monitor you've got, and then I upscaled the game back to 4K. Half res. 1080p is half res to me, okay? Where you would normally have full 4K. But don't forget, TV monitors, like what these gamers use, they use this resolution because their monitor can only do this, where mine has got the best mode pros. But I'm actually looking for something else at the moment. So if you just bear with me a second, this can all be deleted later. I bet it's what was causing the problems on the streaming though. There it is. If any of you's got all Intel, should have this. If you got this, this will help work on your overheating problems. I'm actually turning mine up.
My name's Special Agent
Don't need to actually. Let's go to 45. Actually go to 45. I want to see what it's like. Oh, impressive. The CPU didn't go up that much more. I'm on 4.5 gigs. I don't even need that much. What they call it, the way CIG is working on at the moment. Let's see what we've got.
My name's Special Agent Olivia Dooley. Since coming at the shade to stand
It's jumped up the PC to 150 watts. The processor's not supposed to go that high. But it's not too bad because the cooling is at 60%. I haven't had it at this. Ah, yes, I can see. It's throttling. That's I'm going to test this resolution the next couple of days. What's running on the graphics card to do? Oh, I'm in SLI. No, I'm not. I turned it off. there any improvement coming, so is it still the same?
No, I would say it's a big improvement
Again,
because the colours are literally popping on theirs right now.
yeah, I've just improved the performance just a minute. Has it improved in the last 5 minutes?
Yes.
Right, okay. I've just got to get SLI back working because I want the physics. I haven't played at this was what do you call it, in 3 years. So CIG stuff is working. Just give me a minute, I'm just going to the gentleman's
Yeah, I
room.
know.
1 minute.
Whether it's innovative specialty craft, reliable workforces, or tried-and-true defenders, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is where spatial enthusiasts come to take flight. Thank you for visiting New Baptist Tobin Expo 7, Stan's preeminent destination for live events and exhibitions.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have to turn down the heating in this house.
Well, I could say something, but I won't because you're on stream.
Did you discover the craft of your dreams at this year's IAE? Then why not experience it firsthand with the test flight? Many of the vehicles on display at this year's IAE are available.
Now I'm just looking at the wattage. I haven't seen this type of power since when we first started playing the game. I know it can handle it, but over a certain, what do you call it, starts to throttle. And if it starts to throttle, there's no point in having it, but that is like my backside, it's smooth. Yeah.
Let's keep it clean, eh?
And for a 1080 Ti at 60 capped at 15 milliseconds. VR, here I come. But I want that to be working in SLI. I know people said it's dead, but if you get the SLI working in these frames and you got 2 graphics cards, I want to test the Pimax to its utmost. Because I've been told that 12K ain't going to work on here. But it's
Well, then
standalone.
we'll find out.
Yeah, it's not that. I'm going to test it through because the Pimax is also PC VR. You need to get the true beauty. You will need a powerful PC, but it's got a chip in there, like the Valve, not the Valve Index, like the Quest, that produces its own rendering graphics. Now, because of that, it will take some of the portion of the graphics off. Supposed to be, but I haven't seen any proof of this yet. I've seen them do it different ways, you know what I mean? So you're getting more out of it because there's no way at the moment graphics card can do 12K, and these Pimaxes, so they must know something. But at the end of the day, like I says, I waited so many years for this, but I'm not holding it up any longer. I should have got the HP reverb when I had the chance, but everybody says it's rubbish, and it came out to be the best. Now, you know what I mean? And the other one, the expensive one that does airplane, I can't remember its name. You know what I mean? Pimax. It's because the real field of view this type of game. I mean, it's got all
Well,
the
I
hand.
think that,
Go on.
well, I think that's for me today because I'm also hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah, I'll log off. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night. God bless. And remember to subscribe and give us a thumbs up.